Kingdom Hearts. It was literally like this. We were 11 months away from Kingdom Hearts, and I was saying, only 11 months to go. 10 months away from Kingdom Hearts, and I was saying only 10 months to go. 9 months away from Kingdom Hearts 2.5 being released, and I was saying only 9 months to go. And when we got down to the final month, I was just literally biting my fingernails off, waiting for the game to come out. And thank God we have finally gotten to it. Holy God, it is time to go out and play Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 and pick up right where Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 left off with Birth of Sleep. Now, if you can remember from HD 1.5, what happens, of course, they go to sleep at the end of Chain of Memories. They follow up with that with cinematics for the 358 Days reversion of the Kingdom Hearts video game series, and this game will pick up in the 7 final days of summer vacation for Roxas. And we find out, what the connection is between Sora and Roxas, how Roxas, of course, is Sora's nobody from the original releases. We find out exactly what the relationship is between Goofy and Donald and all the Disney characters. It's a deeper look into the Kingdom Hearts video game series. A far deeper journey is examined in Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 than ever was for the original Kingdom Hearts video games and Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5. So that is something to look forward to. You also get newer characters, newer adventures, and a remastered battle system with different controls. Props to Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 for the controls, as I gave to Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5. The controls are awesome. You jump with O, you attack with X. You couldn't have an easier gameplay in the way of controls and gameplay feel. It's amazing. And the cool thing about Kingdom Hearts Birth of Sleep is it's being redistributed on PlayStation 3 with the same concept from the PSP version, but the battle system in the PSP version of Kingdom Hearts Birth of Sleep goes with HD 2.5, so you get a completely redesigned battle system, which is a huge bonus, and I think this is going to be something for fans of Kingdom Hearts to enjoy for many years to come. The original Kingdom Hearts video game 1.5 release in North America and Europe sold over 20 million copies in total, so it's going to be really interesting to find out what the numbers are for HD 2.5, and I'm predicting the numbers are going to be somewhat similar to HD 1.5 by the time the numbers of the video game sales is finalized. It's going to be amazing to find out what those numbers are. 20 million copies worldwide, and literally weeks after HD 1.5 dropped, Square Enix was teasing us about Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 because I was really frustrated that HD 2.5, or Kingdom Hearts 2 rather, was not included with HD 1.5. I went on the internet. I looked for a downloadable expansion to the game to download on my PlayStation 3 hard drive. I looked up as much info as I could as to why Kingdom Hearts 2 wasn't included with the game, because originally what I thought the game was going to be was all the Kingdom Hearts series in just one video game release, and I was really, really frustrated with how Kingdom Hearts 2 wasn't included. I looked for an add-on, I looked for an explanation, and then I found this one article. After spending hours of looking for it, I came across this article of how HD 2.5 was scheduled for release at some point in 2014, and they kind of left us hanging because we didn't know what a definite release date was. We just knew it was coming sometime in 2014, and we finally have gotten it 15 months after the dropping of Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5. 2.5 is finally here. There you see it in the graphic, the collector's edition of the game. I would recommend the box set for fans of Kingdom Hearts who are really high on merchandise. If anything is to be said about Kingdom Hearts, it is how people are so crazy for the merchandise of Kingdom Hearts. And the only explanation they give as to why they're fans of the Kingdom Hearts video game series is either because they were a fan of the original Final Fantasies 1 through 9 at least, and they were just a fan of the game because it looked cool from the visuals and the trailers and stuff. And they went as far as to buy the actual strategy guide. They looked up all the hints of the game, and they played it right through and got 100% completion on the game. I've had a chance to talk to a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans over the years, and it's amazing how I get the same response from everybody. Everybody has something positive to say about the game. There isn't a review that you will find of negativeness towards Kingdom Hearts on the internet. That's the interesting thing about Kingdom Hearts. Nobody has anything negative to say about the game. Everybody is so respectful of the game because of just how much work went into the game. The detail of Kingdom Hearts is amazing for those of you that have never played it. I've talked to people all the time, and I ask them, when we're talking about video games, have you ever played the Kingdom Hearts series, either the originals or the remastered versions? And when they say no, I say, you're literally crazy. You have to play this game. This is a game that you have to play because of the detail, the gameplay, and just how fun the game is. You'll get literally hours of enjoyment out of it. I know I've gotten hours of enjoyment from the original Kingdom Hearts, and I got just as many hours of enjoyment from the HD versions. What you're going to need to get the HD experience is, of course, an HDMI cable for your PlayStation 3, and you're going to need a high-definition television. If you have that, you're pretty much set up. But if you don't, go out and get it, because honestly, you have to experience this in high definition for the detail and just how awesome the game is. And it is definitely a recommendation of mine. It's definitely a walk down memory lane. If you go to GameStop, they will say that it's definitely going to be a walk for you down memory lane. They said that about the Final Fantasy X, X-2 HD remaster version of Final Fantasy X and X-2 that dropped earlier this year, the same year, of course, that Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 was scheduled for release. So it was awesome how Square Enix put out both of those releases. And of course, Final Fantasy X, X-2 remaster sold millions of copies worldwide. And, in conversation with people at GameStop, they said, it was going to be a walk for me down memory lane. And undoubtedly it was. So I'll say the same thing about Kingdom Hearts. Anytime you're talking to a member of GameStop staff or EB Games, they will say to you, this is going to be a walk down memory lane, so expect that. And it definitely is, because you get the original scenes remastered in high definition. The only difference is all the games are combined. All the parts of Kingdom Hearts are combined in 2 releases, as opposed to having 6 releases of the game, including the HD cinematics. What it is all the parts of the game are released 3 parts to a time in 2 separate releases. So you get 2 different Blu-ray releases of the game. That's the only difference. And the scenes, of course, are remastered. And, of course, the sound is presented in 7.1 surround sound for those of you that are fortunate enough to have the whole hookup for the total high-definition experience, which is a huge added bonus. You have the HDMI cable, and you have the, of course, the surround sound system to get it in 7.1 surround sound and 1080p, which is awesome. But, I've never had a moment where I didn't enjoy playing the game. I found the final segment of Kingdom Hearts 2 to be a little bit more difficult than the original Kingdom Hearts. And to be honest with you, I found Kingdom Hearts 2 a little bit more difficult than Kingdom Hearts 1, because Kingdom Hearts 1 pretty much just focused on the Disney characters and one villain at the end of the game, as opposed to Kingdom Hearts 2 that focused on the entire Organization 13, and you had more Final Fantasy kind of bosses to battle in Kingdom Hearts 2, because the adventure was deeper, and the final Kingdom Hearts boss was just way beyond challenging for me. I had to level up all my characters to at least level 60 or 65, so you will find it a little bit harder. That's probably the only negative thing that I have to say about Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5, but really, can that be looked at as something negative that I've said about the game? Because everybody appreciates how difficult a game is, with the average completion of a game nowadays being anywhere from 3.5 to 4 days in length. That's no time compared to about a month that it would take you to beat something like Mario or Donkey Kong back in the day on the original Nintendo Entertainment System or the SNES systems. Remember playing Mario and Donkey Kong and how hard they were, and how it would take you over a month to beat something like Dragon Hunters or something like that from Square Enix back in the day? Nowadays, 3 to 4 days is nothing. 3.5 to 4 days if you're lucky, 5 if you don't know what you're doing. So Kingdom Hearts 2.5 being a little bit more challenging than the original HD release 1.5, is that really something negative? That's kind of in question, and I don't really think there's anything negative to say about the game, only that. But you will enjoy it, and especially for fans of Disney who enjoy things like Pirates of the Caribbean, Mulan, the Beauty and the Beast series, Aladdin, The Little Mermaid. You will enjoy all these characters being brought back from their original movie sets and brought back with their original voices. The cool thing, too, are the original casts of all the Disney movies from the early 90s are back. Early thousands, of course, make their debut in the Kingdom Hearts series, which is something else that I'm really interested in for Kingdom Hearts 3. Will they include new Disney characters, or will they continue on with the original characters and bring back the original voices of the characters, or will we see more characters than what we think make their debut in the Kingdom Hearts series? Will we see Cars? Will we see Monsters Incorporated? Will we see some of the newer characters like Wreck-It Ralph? Possibly in the Kingdom Hearts series. That still remains to be seen, but even if they keep going with the original characters from Disney, the characters that we grew up watching, the characters that I grew up watching anyway, that would be cool too, because the original voices, of course, would have to come back. So for me, that was cool, hearing the original voices, of course, of Peggy O'Hare as Belle, and all the other characters, of course, that made up the Disney princesses and all the familiar characters that we have known over the years. It was huge for me, and that to me was honestly one of the biggest reasons why I wanted the Kingdom Hearts series. I was going to say Batman there for a minute. I have an interesting story on Batman coming up at the end of the broadcast. But for me, what did it for me was the original cast of the Kingdom Hearts series being brought back, the original cast from the movies being brought back for these games, which have sold millions of copies worldwide. You can actually do a Wikipedia search on the game to get more information on it. And of course, I would recommend that you do read a lot of summaries. You can find them on IGN.com. There are summaries all over Wikipedia, which I actually had to do for Birth of Sleep because I couldn't remember all the detail from Birth of Sleep. What's interesting about Birth of Sleep, after you complete Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, which is being released for the first time ever in North America and Europe, after you complete Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Final Mix, what you're going to go into is Kingdom Hearts Birth of Sleep, which was originally released for the PSP. You'll get the voices of the characters, and you'll get the HD cinematics, of course, from the original game, which, of course, been revamped for you. But you'll get an entirely different enhanced battle system, which is a huge plus, too, different from the card-based video game play from Chain of Memories and the original Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 releases. So that's huge, too. And the fact you can play it for the first time ever on PlayStation 3 as opposed to PSP back in the day, that's huge too. And the gameplay controls have been modified and made a whole lot easier for you. As I mentioned here earlier on in the review, O is to jump and X is to attack. You couldn't have it more simplified than what it is. So a big round of applause going out to both Square Enix and Disney Interactive for making the gameplay as easy as you possibly could. And along with that, you have the original games, of course, on PlayStation 3. That was something I always wanted. What's interesting about HD 1.5 and 2.5 is that's something that I always wanted. You know, I said it would be smart for Disney and Square Enix to team up again for the first time in 10 years to either release the games in high definition for PlayStation 3